Hello everybody, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV. Going into game 3 of our KT vs Tuna SG matchup here, the first MSL Pro League match I'll be casting. This is the winners, I think it's called like winners round 3 on the site, I don't know. I went and like named all the like the replay files of who the players are, and then if you know how to set up spoiler-free like the folders or whatever. I went and did a ton of renaming and kind of slightly spoiled myself, but at the same time, like, I just forgot it all. So yeah, I know one of the teams that's gonna make the finals. I can't even remember what the other one is, so I feel pretty spoiler free about it. But yeah, this is going to be game 3. It's bracket against this man, Goodfriend. It's gonna be a Terran here, so thankfully no Zergmir again. Haha. Actually, the first 3 games back, we get each Zerg matchup, so that's kind of fun, I guess. I didn't look at what map this is, so I don't know. That's basically all I have to say about the map here. Looks, yeah, it looks like a Brood War map, I guess. This is definitely one of the maps that was made, for sure. Nothing crazy happening so far. We didn't see a 6 pool, so really nothing to talk about. Match right now is set at 2-0. Bracket beat Silver and Tester. So we'll see if he can go up 3-0. I'm not sure if there was a reward for all killing at this point. I know like some of the later pro leagues you just like got money if you all killed. Yeah, we'll see. Potentially a thing that Goodfriend could do as well, I suppose, if he just wins 4 right now. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. I sure hope the game sounds from the replay file aren't too loud. Hold on, I'm gonna test. I don't know, I'm just gonna turn it down a bit and hope. It is nice to not have to cast these off a YouTube video now, so I kind of appreciate that. You know, honestly, like, the OSL people, or whoever owns it now, kind of did me a favor. Instead of casting this tournament that has to be all on YouTube, and is kind of a pain in the ass to navigate and, like, find the matches in order, yeah, how about you just go cast the Pro League stuff, for which there are literally thousands of replays available in a torrent. Not only is it the MSL Pro League, but also the, it's not only is it Team League that I also got all the Pro League. So yeah, there's a ton of games to cast, and I will probably alternate between the two. I don't know, I just wanted to start with Team League because it is kind of a cool format. 2 barracks here from Goodfriend, very normal. Just pump some Marines, keep yourself safe. We do see a refinery here, so it's not any sort of like gasless shenanigans. Probably going to be getting an academy and then stim and some medics before expanding, but we'll see. That, I believe, is the safe way to do it, and there is the academy. Also gets your scanner if you want it, which usually you would against anyone, so, you know, scouting, pretty good. Detection, not so much an issue against Zerg early, although against a Protoss, obviously you'd be pretty happy to have that just in case there's a DT rush. A couple wings pop here. We do see a pool and gas for brackets. bracket. He has overtaken his natural, and Goodfriend is going to scout the lair timing, so he basically knows everything he could want to know right now. Seeing the lair timing, he can kind of just infer the gas timing as well if he did miss that. And we see a creep colony. That's what they're called. They're not crawlers. I'll have to remember that still. They're not crawlers. They don't move. They make creep though, which is kind of cool. You know, honestly, like, creep in StarCraft 2 is what I would call broken as fuck. So probably a good thing that that it has to come from a building in Rude War. I actually think that's likely one of the reasons this game is going to probably end up lasting longer than StarCraft 2, honestly. We'll see. Two fire bats in this group, so no medics. There's the medics. I don't know why you wouldn't make your medics first, but Goodfriend didn't, so that's all there is to say about it. But the two medics are going to rally up and protect these units, or heal them up, I suppose. They'll protect the medic. And more creep colonies going down, so one sunk, not going to be enough, says Brackets, and that's probably correct. Like, 2 fire bats plus that many marines, I think it was 5 marines with stim, is scary. The colonies are scanned, so Goodfriend knows the timing on these sunks. He may choose to pull the trigger. He needs to go, like, pretty damn quick if he's going to do it, though. I think with 3 sunks, you cannot do this. And he is going to throw down the command center right now, so this is just a pressure. Ends up, looks like he killed maybe a Zergling or something, but the sunks are almost certainly done by now, so he is not going to break this. I don't think that was his plan, obviously, had the command center starting there. Another group of Marines moving out, probably just going to want to contain Brackets for a little bit. See what Bracket is doing. He's got into Hydras, and I imagine that will eventually mean Lurkers. And Ling's running forward, trying to pick off a couple Marines, but that's a no-go. We did hear a stim from Goodfriend, but again, the medics are here, so they're going to get healed up. And 2 more medics rallying out as well, so definitely wanting to keep those units healthy. And it looks like he was trying to build another barracks? I'm not sure. He was trying to build something, but canceled it, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have the resources? I don't know. But just a good little contain here. 2 more medics. Gonna be rallying up to 4 in that control group. And just chilling. Oh, looks like a runner. Oh, lurker. A runner. A lurker. 2 lurkers actually ran up there, but Comsat is done, so Goodfriend could potentially fight those 2 lurkers. I mean, I think he's got enough units here to kill like 2 or 3 lurkers. He could stim and run up on those. If he spreads his units well enough, it would actually be a really powerful move. Killing a couple lurkers early like that is pretty strong. Lurkers are running forward, doing some shenanigans. Burrowed now. Scouting lurkers, not something you see very often. And Spire is going to get started here for Brackets. Not sure what he'd be going into. I guess it's got to be Mutas, right? He hasn't seen any air units from Goodfriend yet, so it's not for Scourge. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's gonna go Mutas. It seems a little late, but I guess like kind of tricksy at the same time. Goodfriend is probably not expecting Mutas here, but if he scans the main, and eBay finished as well, so he'll be able to build turrets at a pretty fast pace if he needs to. And actually running forward here with all the units. Bracket's trying to catch Goodfriend off guard, but Goodfriend saw it coming in. Now Bracket's just running past with his lurkers and lings. Is he going to try to base trade or something? I can't see how he holds this Terran army without all these units. There's no way. But Goodfriend does not want to do that base trade. Honestly, I think he should have went and fought there. Even if you end up lifting off your natural or something, which, like, he's going to build bunkers and try to not do that. But even if you do, if he can kill the natural of Brackets and then just contain the main with that army, or even bring it home to try to mop up these units after, it would be really good for him. I can't see Goodfriend being behind from a situation like that, especially with Siege Tank starting to pop out, though. I imagine that's Siege mode that is researching, and a lurker gets picked off before the attack even starts. Man, with Aspire, I mean, Brackets would have been so dead if Goodfriend had just attacked with these units. He would have taken really, really big damage. Yeah, I think he might have had to lift off his natural, but like 2 bunkers, 3 bunkers up on the high ground, there's no way you can push into that. with what Brackets had, so maybe a missed opportunity. Ah, unburrowed lurkers. Another one gets picked off for free. Goodfriend has been doing such a good job of just stimming in, killing off one lurker, and then running up. But this is a huge army. Lurkers running in, getting targeted down. I don't know if this is the right play. Goodfriend's army, I think all of it got away except for that one poor medic at the end. 2 more lurkers go down at the end of that fight, too. Oh man, big damage on Brackets here, and he has no third, so he is, I think, quite all in at this point. Looks like Goodfriend is actually just going to smash him because there are 2 siege tanks with siege mode out. A scan goes down, he's probably going to get at least one of these lurkers before they run away, but no, actually doesn't end up killing any of them. But they're pretty red. Only 3 lurkers left for Brackets. There's no way he can contain with that, especially when... Yeah, no, there's only 1 factory making tanks. I was thinking... Oh, never mind, I lied. There's actually 2 factories. Science Vessel's going to be finishing up soon. And so we're going to have... Science Facility finishing up. It just got started, really. But, that's on its way. So Science Vessel's popping out soon. But here we go. Brackets is running forward. Burrowed his lurkers. And it looks like he's got decent engage here, but both the tanks are still alive, shelling these poor lurkers. Most of them are down now. All 3 stacked on top of each other, taking a ton of damage. And 2 more tanks popping out. I have to think Goodfriend is going to clear this. Probably loses that tank, but no, the Lings don't commit. Oh no. The splash damage from those other 2 tanks would have killed that forward tank off for sure. So Brackets really just not getting the better end of these engagements. Goodfriend has had some pretty nice micro. I think maybe those tanks were like a little far forward. Probably would have been better off having them behind his bunker, but I mean, hard to criticize him so far for the game he's played. He's just done a really great job of taking these engagements. And now even scouts, Brackets base. Goodfriend is in a nice position here. That is a really far back bunker. I kind of love it. Like, if you're not scared, I guess, it's like pretty easy to just build a 100 mineral bunker. And if there is a muta switch at some point, 4 Marines in that bunker is going to do a ton of damage to them. So Goodfriend's loading up a drop here. 7 Marines and 1 medic going to fly over to this third, but 2 Scourge are scouting around. So this actually could be a huge moment for Brackets. Is he going to find this drop? Yes, he will. And Marines, 1 Marine, 2 Marines get out. Actually a huge catch, and these 2 Marines are going to die, so... Basically just, not free, but 2 Scourge for that whole dropship worth of units, plus the dropship. A nice catch there for Brackets. Honestly, though, I still think he's pretty far behind, but that is the type of thing he's going to need to get back into this game. So much tank production. I don't think Brackets can actually go and keep making lurkers. I hope he hasn't been back home, because it's going to be real rough for him if he was. Nidus Canal is going to connect these bases. Pretty nice. I think he needs to get into Defiler Lurker. Yeah, wait, what? I thought I saw Nidus started. Maybe not. I'm not sure. That was definitely a hatchery or a layer morphing into a hive, so I don't think the Nidus was started. That must have been a creep colony. But Goodfriend is moving out now. Ooh. Got with his tanks on siege, but lurkers aren't actually in range to punish it, excuse me. Ends up actually losing a lurker and no tank kills. Oh, it's Greater Spire. Okay, we're gonna see some what are those called? Brood Lords? No, that's not right. Is it Brood Lords? No, that's the StarCraft 2 version. Ah, tanks walking into some lurker fire there. 2 of them going down, so pretty nice for Brackets. Again, that's the thing he needs. Although now these lurkers are just going to die since the Science Vessel is here for detection, I think. Maybe that was a scam. There's a Science Vessel. Yeah, it looks like that was actually a scam, but the Science Vessel is now here, so he will be able to clear out these lurkers as he pushes forward. But 2 Scourge coming in, and they will pick off the vessel, so that detection is gone for now. Again, just the delay tactics that Brackets is forced into and really needs to work out. Tough to push forward. You don't know if there's like hold position lurkers somewhere, and if you lose all your tanks, Goodfriend will actually lose this game. Now Muta's actually popping out. I'm a little surprised there. just given the state of the game here, but not a lot of turrets. Actually, I'm not sure if there's any turrets, so it could actually get some damage done. Looking at that main, there's just a big open space behind it where you can't move ground units, so could be pretty impactful if some mutas try to harass the main there before before the turrets are done. Poor SCV gets surrounded. Yes, I don't see any turrets here. A second Stargate, interesting. Well, I guess just wants to make a lot of vessels. Vessels are really good in this matchup. Once you get irradiate, you just kind of kill all the stuff. And yeah, here we go. Guardians, that's what they're called. I had to not think about it, and then it came back to me. Broodlords are in StarCraft 2. Guardians are the Brood War version, I guess. Should really say that Broodlords are the StarCraft 2 version, because, you know, Brood War first, but whatever. Pretty crazy, something kind of crazy to think about. It's actually been a longer delay. I say delay as if StarCraft 3 is ever going to get made, but it's actually been a longer delay since StarCraft 2 to now than it was between Brood War and StarCraft 2. It was 10 years for StarCraft 2, and then it's been 12 years now since then. So, just a little fun fact for you. But Guardians are out now. I think there were 4 or 5. See what they can do. One of the things that they're very bad against is science vessels. I think one irradiate will kill a Guardian. And obviously Guardians don't shoot up. They only shoot down. Goodfriend also is here at this base, and I mean, I just can't imagine it living. Hatchery already dead. You gotta siege those tanks up, but also, like, not lose them. Okay, Guardians are here. See what we can do, but some Marines stim and run underneath. 1 down, 2 down. But the Zerg ground army's running in. Lurkers on top of tanks now. It looks like Goodfriend actually might get cleaned out here. This is a rough one for him. Just not in a good position to take this fight. He did end up killing the hatchery, and it looks like he's going to find this hatchery as well. He'll probably be able to kill it. So it's going to be a 2-base Zerg. Oh, wow, and the hatchery finished, like, just at the worst moment. Poor medics got left behind to distract, and now we see from the double starport, Wraiths are getting pumped out here. And also a very natural predator to Guardians. Their air-to-air is excellent, and honestly, some of this bio might live. I think it's going to be able to kill a lot of Zerglings, and the Guardians are going to die here to the Wraiths. So yeah, some of this bio I think will actually survive. Maybe not, but it's going to trade for Guardians anyway, so you're not that unhappy about it. And yeah, 2 medics and 2 Marines survive the encounter. Brackets now on 2 base, same as Goodfriend, but obviously, you know, everybody knows Zerg kind of just needs more bases than Terran. So a nice position, I think, for Goodfriend still. I think Terran's a little more capable. Oh, poor bio units. Now the medics will desperately heal each other, but it won't matter. New hatchery made over at the 3rd, but it's going to take a little bit for it to be done, and already lost all the drones and stuff over there, so damage really was done. I was saying something, but I forgot. Oh, whatever. I guess it wasn't important. Maybe I'll remember later. Oh, I was saying Terran's a little more able to recover from losing all their units. Protoss, like in the last game, when Tester had his army crushed after his attack, it's just so hard to rebuild the core of your army as Protoss. Terran, it's a little easier. Losing siege tanks, obviously really painful, but like you got 2 factories they're pumping. And obviously bio units are pretty easy to make. It just seems easier for Terran to remake the core of their army. If they lose it, Protoss, it's like you lost your big army. Okay, well, a lot of times you'd be pretty reasonable with just typing GG at that point and saying whatever, I'm done. Yeah, and the irradiates are out now, so on top of that, Ultra's actually popping out as well, but 1 Ultra is not good against Marines. When you get enough Marines, they just gun that motherfucker down. And we really don't see a ton of Zerg ground units here, but Lurkers did run in on top of these tanks. Only 2 of them died, though, and all the Lurkers are gone. And this Bio Ball is still here in the natural. Ultra now retreating. Oh, wow, and Tester. And Goodfriend will find brackets base down there in the bottom right. I have to think GG is actually going to be coming here soon. We're going to have brackets down to, well, yeah, one base, since there's actually another Marine group running up to deny this base as well. And I don't know about you, but I don't think any Zerg in the world could win from a position like that where they have one base and they're getting contained. And there's the GG. So brackets is not going to get the sweep here. Goodfriend takes him down, and we're going to get to see more games from him. You know, I think I can actually remember Goodfriend's face. That guy is a little more distinct. I have problems telling the difference between people I see every day, and I definitely think I'm going to have trouble telling the difference between a lot of Korean pros who all have the same fucking haircut. I don't know why. They just love their bowl cuts. Goodfriend, on the other hand, had a pretty distinctive hairstyle there, so I might be able to recognize him in the future. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you tune in for the next game. Peace.